I welcome everyone on behalf of Edekee. A very warm welcome to you guys. So, apart from Edekee's goal of, being part of the pioneers in bringing about a whole different change to the e-commerce market through shoppable videos, we also aim at sharing knowledge and building people relative to content creators and brands and businesses. This exactly is the essence for today's event. And with me as a guest today, we have Lucky Eloho. She is a digital creator and the founder of Digital Creator Chick Enterprise, where she teaches people about building brands and setting up yourself separate from the crowd as a business person. So I will be bringing her up shortly relative to today's topic, where we'll be discussing about building a personal brand identity as a content creator. The thing is that we hear about the word branding every single time. And trust me, it has become very important in the entrepreneurial space because your personal brand or your identity as a person also reflects on your business. Generally, to people, when they hear of the word brand or your branding, they would think most likely your logo or what's it called, your catchphrase, but it has a whole lot of intricacies to it, right? There are more depths to it. So she would open our minds to actually look into this topic on a wider perspective. So I will be bringing her up this minute. Please do not forget to share the live. And as she's as well talking and teaching, please put down your questions in the question box, and then we can always look at them after she's done. So please do welcome with me, Lucky Aloha, as I put her up. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for putting out the time to actually be here from your busy schedule. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so at this point, we would really love it for you to share from your own pool of knowledge. What is branding related to the whole topic? Like, how can one build a personal brand identity, and how does it connect to like content creators? Like the what, the why, and the how. Basically, for us, we would appreciate it. Over to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. My name is Lucky Eloho, and I'm a digital creator. I'm a sales funnel specialist. I'm a lot of things, right? But I am basically focused on helping brands, digital service providers get clarity and understand how to position themselves online, and also help individuals or creators monetize their knowledge through digital products. And today, we're going to be talking about how to build a brand identity as a creator. When we talk about brand identity, it is beyond logo and all of those things that we know. But the first thing I want you to think about when you think about building a brand, I want you to think about people. People comes first. There's something Simon Sinek said. I don't know if I called that name correctly. Is customers are 100% people, employees are 100% people, investors are 100% people. So if you do not understand people, you do not understand business. It is the people first, then you come in. So when you think about personal branding, that's the first thing I want you to understand. And when it comes to personal branding is the surefire way to get noticed. It is all about knowing who you want to touch. Who are the people you want to reach? Create content for brands. What kind of brands you create content for? Then after you've identified that, you now move to the next question, which is an important question, is what do you want for? What do you want to be known for? So now you've identified the people you want to reach. Now, what do you want these people that you want to reach or get in contact with you? What do you want them to know you for? See, the world is now digital. If you say, okay, I am not teaching people, I'm not providing services, I don't want to look for a job. We've seen so many cases where people go for interviews and because of a tweet they made years back, maybe they just go and Google their name, they lost the job. So if you feel like, oh, personal brand is not important to me because I don't have a business, I'm just a person looking for a job, it is important. How you position yourself online, what you want to be known for, the things you say, the things you put out are all the things that you have to think about when you are talking about personal brand. And no, you don't have to be a big business. You don't have to be a big brand for you to start thinking about personal branding. And yes, not only small businesses need personal branding. Big businesses do. Something you need to sit down and ask yourself, what do you want to be known for? Most times it does not really have to be something that big. It's just a simple question. Okay, what is the skills you have? What are the experiences you have? That's how you can find out what you want to be known for. You don't need to go far away from what you already know. And people feel like, oh, personality, I have to show my entire self. I have to show everything about me online for me to add a person. No, your personality comes from a place of value. What are your values? What do you believe in? Stand by your values when you speak online. Stand by your values when you share content online. When you put yourself out there, stand by your values. That's your personality, really. If you say, okay, I'm a very loud person, but I don't want to show my loudness online, that's fine. But what are your values? What are those things that you believe in? Show them out. Now mix this with your skills and your personality and your experiences. Showcase your expertise based on your values, and you're on your way to actually building a personal brand. Now, why is it important to build a personal brand? From all of these conversations, I've listed like a few things, but I will just list them again so that's going to be obvious, right? The first reason why you should build a personal brand is that your ideal people will start to find you. Like I said, the right people that you need in your circle, the right people who appreciate your work, who will pay you for what you do, will begin to find you. So there is this guy, I've forgotten his name. So there's this guy, he had a YouTube channel. I've forgotten his name, but he only had 11 subscribers. But he was putting out his content, sharing his opinion, sharing his based on his values and all. He just has 11 subscribers, but because he owned himself, he attracted the segment of audience that he has, and that was how he got a deal with Oprah. He didn't know that among those 11 subscribers, Oprah was one of them. Now imagine, because you say, oh, I have 11 subscribers, I don't have a lot of people yet, let me just be doing anything I like, just be sharing anything and be going back and front. When I not have people, I will not position myself well. No, you don't know people who are watching. I've gotten a lot of referrals, I've gotten a lot of deals from people who I did not even expect it from. Just that they see my work. They say, oh, hello, I see your work. They've never worked with me, but because of how I put myself out, based on my experience, expertise, and personality, they feel like they feel like they get me. They're my people, so I attract them to myself. Now, the second reason why it's important to build a personal brand is you build trust with people who matter. When you put out your expertise, your experiences, your skills, and then with a mix of your personality, you begin to attract people who matters most, people who appreciate everything that you are doing. Then let's bring it back to the creator circle. Before you work with a creator, before you get hired, most time when you go for interviews, they ask you like, what are your values? They're not asking you because they are just asking. They want to know if what you believe in actually aligns with the company's goals. So that if tomorrow something happens and you need to take a stance, how sure are they that you're going to stand for them? If your values does not align with a particular company, they will not employ you. Personal branding helps you stand out. When we're talking about position, when you hear brand positioning, brand identity, branding, building a personal brand, all of those things are the same thing. You are positioning yourself.
Once again, I would like to thank everyone who took out their time to be present here. I hope you've been able to grab one or two things from what our guest has actually touched on. I would recap relative to some certain things she actually spoke about. She made mention of harnessing your personality as a content creator and also knowing your strengths and your weakness and creating your online presence. So in harnessing your personality, it actually means that you as a person, you're obviously different from other people, right? You're not the same with any other person. So allow that speak for you as a content creator. And then knowing your strengths and your weaknesses, you should be authentic. It doesn't mean lie about yourself or maybe, pretend to be a different person online. It's related to your personality. It's supposed to come natural, right? That's what will actually connect you to your audience and then to people. Then create your online presence. She spoke about this relative to like content creators when you're trying to get deals with what's it called, companies and brands, right? To help them promote their stuff. If you have not created an online presence for yourself, it will be difficult because number one, you do not know what you stand for. So you are always jumping on different kinds of content, right? And sticking to one. And then number two, you do not have specific values, right? And another thing she spoke about, she mentioned companies, and brands asking about what are your values. So having values will help you define what you do. And it's actually way easier when a brand contacts you as a content creator and your values ties to theirs, right? So I think those were the three basic things she actually covered. I don't know if there is any question. We're actually way past time, so I'm going to give out like roughly, 1 minute. 1 minute. If you have any question, quickly type it out or put it in the question box. We'll just give out 1 minute for questions. While the questions are coming in, Edekee is actually a platform that helps connect people to products. So we are making use of shoppable videos, right? So the traditional way of seeing videos online and probably you see something that you like in that video. Take, for example, me right here, right? And you see me live, probably not necessarily live, on video on demand, which is videos that actually put out there and they are left there for long periods of time. So let's take, for example, I do a video just like this, right? This live, and I repost it on my page, and you're seeing it, and you, for example, like this top or the necklace I'm wearing. With Edekee, you would actually be able to make purchases of products from videos directly. So there's no need to necessarily, message the owners of this product, wait for them to reply you, then before you, make your order. You can easily just pause the video, engage the tags, and then buy the product and get it shipped to you directly. That's basically what we are doing. So we actually aim to be one of the major pioneers to change and transform e-commerce in general. So I have waited. I believe it's been up to 1 minute and I have not gotten any, questions so far. So time going, almost gone, and gone. So I would assume there are no questions. I really do hope this live in one way or another actually benefited you and you learned something at least. There should be one thing you have been able to pick from what she said, even if the network was a little bit bad. If I was able to pick something from it, you obviously should have been able to pick something from it. We will try to do this as often as we can. Do well to follow our IG handle so you can stay up to date when we have new updates or new information to pass to you. As well, click on our bio, the link that says linktree/Edekee. You would see a list of our websites, the links to download the app, and also our community page. Very important. So you could click and join the community on Telegram, especially for content creators, right? So you could have direct insights and information about where we are and the progress we're making, so you could be part of Edekee's content creators. Am I missing any other thing? I believe that's pretty much it. There's also a wait list, right, that you could input your information that we could use to contact you directly on that link. Don't forget to always spread love and be good. And we hope for a better network next time. Thank you so much, guys. We do appreciate it. Don't forget to follow, like. Bye. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you.